Hi students, in this lecture we are going to discuss about BCNF. So far we have discussed till normalization form 3. So now we are going to discuss the rule for BCNF. After specifying the rule, we will check for any scenario, any schema, whether it satisfies the normal form BCNF. If doesn't satisfy, we need to decompose the table. So the rule for BCNF is, the first and foremost rule is, it has to satisfy till 3NF. So if you go for any normalization form rule, it has to satisfy all the lower order rules. For example, if you are going to check for second normal form, it must have to satisfy the first normal form. The same way, if you are going for BCNF, the schema has to satisfy till 3NF. Apart from those conditions, we have some specific condition for the normal form BCNF, Boyce Code normal form. A table is in, that is a schema is in BCNF. If every functional dependency, you can take any dependency in the schema. In general, X determines Y. X has to be a super key. So X has to be a super key. If it doesn't have a super key that determines some other attributes, we have to decompose. Is this clear? So all dependencies has to be based on the super key. That is the normal form for BCNF. So for BCNF, the table has to be in 3NF. Apart from that, for every functional dependency, the left hand side, that is which attribute determines another attribute. So X determines Y. So here LHS is a super key. Always the left hand side attribute has to be the super key that determines some other attribute. Is this clear? So now the next one, we will go for the example. We have the schema with attributes employee ID, employee country, employee department, employee type and employee number, department type and department number. So these are the 4 rows of values in your schema. We will go through the dependencies first. Here employee ID, if you know the employee ID, you can tell the employee country. So employee ID determines employee country, that is the first dependency. The second dependency, if you know employee department, you can tell the department type and department number. If it is testing will comes under which type of department and what is the department number. Is this clear? So the employee department tells you the department number and department number type. So these are the 2 functional dependencies in the schema. We are going to now check for the condition whether this satisfies the BCNF. The key for the schema is a candidate key, employee ID along with employee department. Employee ID along with employee department. So now we need to check whether this satisfies the BCNF. What is the rule for BCNF? Always, if you take any functional dependency, X determines Y, X has to be a super key. Super key. Super key is nothing but a combination of all attributes that specifies your key. In this example, we have a candidate key that is called as a minimal super key, employee ID and employee department. Here employee ID determines the employee country. So this is not, this employee ID, the left hand side of the dependency is not a super key. It's a part of the super key. Is this clear? So the BCNF tells you that you need to check for the left hand side of the dependency. If it is not the entire super key, we need to decompose. Is this clear? So this schema along with the dependency doesn't satisfy for BCNF. So we are going for decomposition. So solution, we need to decompose the table. So what table we have here? Employee ID, employee country, employee department, department type and department number. From the dependency, we are going to take one table, that is for employee country. Employee country table is having employee ID along with employee country. From the functional dependency 1, we are going to frame the first table. So in this table, you have only two attributes, employee ID and employee country. Employee ID is the primary key. If you have only one attribute that specifies the key, that is called as primary key. That is the maximum super key here. So if you decompose this table into the first table T1 with attributes employee ID and employee country, that satisfies the BCNF. So go for T1 table. Here employee ID is the primary key. Here you have only one attribute that specifies the key. Obviously that is a primary key or a super key. So employee ID determines employee country. X is a super key. So this satisfies the BCNF. So this is the first decomposed table. The second decomposed table, go to the second dependency what we have. Employee department tells you the department type and department number. So department type and department number are determined by employee department. So this dependency separately forms another decomposed table. So the appropriate values of the tables are there. Employee department tells you or determines the department type and department number. Here employee department acts as a super key or a primary key. So in this dependency X determines Y. X, the LHS side of the dependency, is a super key. So these two tables are decomposed from your original table. We have decomposed these two tables from these two functional dependency. The dependencies are taken separately as a new table. So these two tables are separately now. We need something to join both the tables. We need some relation between these tables. So we are going for a third table called mapping table. So this mapping table, see here, employee ID and employee countries are there. Employee department and the department type and department numbers are there. So now we are going to take the super key or the primary key of both the entities. That has to be taken here in order to create your third table. So employee department mapping, here employee ID and employee department or the two attributes, those are taken from the super key of the first two tables, T1 and T2 decomposed table. So from these two tables, employee ID and department will be taken. The values are appropriate from the table. So this is your third decomposed table. In this table, which one you are going to specify for the key? So both the attributes what we have taken as a key here will consolidate it together as a candidate key or super key. So employee ID along with employee department tells the key for this schema T3. Is this clear? So the original schema has been divided into three tables. The first table, you have employee ID and employee country. The dependency for the first table is employee ID determines the employee country. So here the LHS side will be employee ID. That is obviously the super key for the schema. Go for the second table and check now the decomposed table is in BCNF. Employee department tells you the department type and department number. So here the LHS side of the dependency employee department acts as a key, that is the primary key or super key for the schema. So this satisfies the BCNF. The third table is the mapping table among both the two T1 and T2. In this table, we have taken the primary keys or super keys of the first two tables that will be consolidated here. So they act as a super key. So the left hand part of all the functional dependencies or super key. So these three decomposed tables are now in BCNF. Is this clear? So recollect the rule now. BCNF is nothing but if you take any dependency for the schema, X determines Y, always X has to be a super key. In simple way, you can tell that for each and every functional dependency, always the left hand side of the dependency has to be a super key. If it is not a super key, you have to decompose. After decomposition in each and every normal form, check again for the decomposed table whether it satisfies the normalization rules. Is this clear? So that's all regarding your BCNF. So we will go for a simple example. One more scenario on the BCNF. So in this schema, exercise 1, we will take R is the schema having 4 attributes A, B, C, D, and we are going to check for BCNF now. The functional dependencies are A determines B, C, D attribute. B, C attribute together determines A and D. D determines B. All these three are the dependencies. The key for this schemas are A and BC. A is one key and BC is another key. BC is nothing but candidate key. B and C together tell something. So BC or the candidate key, A is a key. So these two are the keys for your schema. So for this schema, now we are going to check whether this schema satisfies your BCNF. So assume that this satisfies still normalization form 3. So now our work is to check only for BCNF condition. All dependencies, take all dependencies that has to be dependent based on the super key. So all your dependency X determines Y in general. X determines X is a super key. If X determines A determines B, C, D, check whether A is a super key as A is a key in your schema. If you take for the second base functional dependency, BC determines AD, this candidate key BC is a super key because it acts as a key here. So A and BC are the key. Go for third dependency, D determines B. Check whether D is a key. No, D is not a key here. So we need to remove that from your table. So since D is not a key, we are dividing the schema into two subschemas or two tables, R1 and R2. Is this clear? So which dependency that doesn't satisfy the BCNF, the attributes of those dependencies on left and right hand side will be taken separately as a new table. So D and B taken separately, that forms your table R2. So in R2 you have two attributes D and B separately. Here D acts as a super key, D determines B. So this R2 separately satisfies your BCNF. So now check for R1. R1 is having the attributes A and C. Along with AC you have D because D is a key over there. So D, A, C. Here you have the key A. A determines D and A determines C. So this table also satisfies your third normal form and the BCNF. Is this clear? So this R schema has been divided into two tables, R1 and R2. Which dependency doesn't satisfy your BCNF, take that separately. That acts as a separate table in your decomposed. So these are the decomposed tables that satisfies your BCNF. Is this clear? So just go through the rules of BCNF. If the rules are satisfied, no problem. If it is not satisfied, the solution is for decomposition. After decomposition, check once again whether the decomposed table satisfies your normal form, which rule you have applied. Thank you.